Jennifer, I'm here at the first rehearsal where these 27 young women are jumping right in, learning their opening and final performances. Hey LaShonda, this started just before 9 a.m. when university officials say a bomb threat was made at the School of Nursing behind me.
Riley Kramer joins us now live from the scene. And what more can you tell us, Riley?
Jennifer, I'm here at the Parkview Apartments where, as you can see behind me, the fire department is wrapping up. Chief Fire Investigator Shabroderick Jones tells me the fire started on the second floor of apartment building number 9. Let's take a look at the map to set the scene. Now, this photo was taken after the explosion and shows the top of one container that actually blew off and landed here during the explosion. 3 people, Chris Kate, Nick Bulliard, and Lee Green, were working on this well, which had about 5 feet of crude oil buildup and is the one that exploded. After 2.5 months of waiting for our public records request, Monroe City Schools shared the full investigative report. The findings showed, quote, significant failings at every level of authority in the Monroe City school system.
It's shameful, quite honestly. It's embarrassing. I'm ashamed to have been a part of it. I wasn't knowledgeable when it was happening, but I'm on the board. It's my responsibility ultimately.
It also alleges that 2 documents regarding the superintendent's retirement were forged, causing legitimate checks to be written. As stated in the report, this means $115,607 in funds were not used for their intended purpose.
It's supposed to be when you have a superintendent, the board trusts the superintendent. I've argued against, time and time again, micromanaging. But now I have to look back and go, well, that was problematic. I guess we should have micromanaged more.
KNOE reached out to the former superintendent, Brent Vadrine, but we haven't heard back.
I'm glad that I saved him. Because he's family. Why wouldn't I save him?
Allie Glass is just 8 years old, but knew exactly what to do after a late-night 4-wheeling accident almost took her great-grandpa's life.
I seen that opening. I thought it was my 4-wheeler trail. It was the canal.
Then we just tipped. I knew that he was old, so I just picked him up. I mean, I was pumping on adrenaline, whatever you call it, and so I could pick him up, I guess.
Allie says she was scared but didn't have time to waste when she noticed her 83-year-old great-grandpa was pinned under the 4-wheeler and couldn't breathe. She pulled him up enough for him to get air while she could get help.
I just ran to go get anyone.
But it wasn't a simple task. Allie ran barefoot with her shoes in one hand and a flashlight in the other until she reached home where they called 911.
Probably saved my life.
After her heroic actions, Allie was given a badge and the title of Honorary Sheriff's Deputy in Franklin Parish.
Your quick actions and your bravery and your courage, thank you so much for that.
But Allie made it clear that she didn't do it for the recognition.
I mean, if it's family, you should always intervene.
Absolutely.
Or friends.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
Monroe Police replicated a scenario for me to go through, which showed me the daily pressures they face. So it's really all about last-minute decisions, last-second decisions.
They have to instantaneously assess life and death situations in a matter of seconds.
In August of 2023, KNOE reported on a family speaking up about their son's struggles with bullying.
A lawsuit is filed against the Richland Parish School Board citing bullying. The special needs student says he's scared to go back to school after last year's abuse.
Now, more than 6 months later, Dominique's parents say the bullying has continued and both legal guardians have been banned from Richland Parish school property. Alexis Johnson, Dominique's mother, has been banned from the elementary school since 2022 for allegedly cursing out the principal. Johnson says it happened after a teacher pushed her son. But as of February 9th, Dominique's stepdad, Franchester Griffin, has also been banned.
Rayville Police Department knocking on my door. So I opened the door, I was like, what's up? And he's like, I got this for you. And there was a band paper.
The notice of this restriction was requested by Sheldon Jones, the superintendent of the Richland Parish School Board. It says Griffin will be charged with criminal trespassing if he ignores the ban and goes on to any RPSB properties. The issue? It doesn't provide a reason for his ban.
It don't make sense. Keep in mind, about 3 weeks prior, I was just there. I was just at the school. The day before that, I just picked my stepson up from school. So what did I do to get banned from the school?
Both Johnson and Griffin say they believe the school board's actions against Griffin are retaliation from their lawsuit.
I have never, ever talked to the superintendent, ever. He was always too busy.
I've reached out to Jones on 4 occasions from November of last year to March of this year, asking for an interview regarding policies and procedures, including those surrounding bullying and school property bans. He has not responded to my requests for an interview. I also reached out to the Rayville Police Department to ask if there were any reports filed prior to Griffin's ban order being served, but I haven't heard back.
What happened? What'd I do? I mean, and all y'all do is send a paperwork saying that I'm banned with no reason why I own it.
The family is now faced with wondering how many milestones they may have to miss, including the father-daughter dance this Saturday.
I try not to think about it and let it bother me because it bothers me. Because I have kids just starting to come up in school.
Go summer.
And I'm banned from the school for no reason. You can't give me a reason why you banned me from these schools, from the school board.
History is made as Louisiana Representative Mike Johnson has been chosen as Speaker of the House. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Riley Kramer. All right, well, it is week 9 of high school football and we have team coverage. We begin with sports director Aaron Dietrich at our game of the week, Union at Wassman. Hey, Aaron. During the mid-1800s, traveling across North Louisiana was a dusty and bumpy ride by stagecoach. On occasion, the horse-drawn coaches were the targets of robbers. Dave McNamara takes us to the old Stagecoach Road in this week's Heart of Louisiana.